David.
KK's fine. KK's fine.
Cool.
Like I'm ancient, so like I'm just used to tags. Like when I came back to Toronto, the Toronto scene, and like people were calling each other their names, I was like, "What is this weird, like alien world?" I'm like, "What?
Yeah, so
what
foreign.
They're like, "Who the heck is like no Kyle? Who's Kyle?" And it's like somebody I've known for like 10 years, and I'm like, "What?" It's like, "No, you are Idea. You are Idea. Damn it." Anyway. So that welcome to your first session. I hope you're excited. Were you able to procure some SLPs for us to examine?
I've got some SLPs. I have, I don't know, are SLPs pref to Twitch VODs?
Yes, but like, why did you? But I suspect there's a reason that you picked these Twitch VODs. So like, I can be convinced. What are? Is it a tournament match?
It is a tournament match.
It's always a tournament match. Yeah. Send
I
me
have
the
SLPs too, though.
No. Send me the like. So why did you pick the tournament match? If that's what you want to look at, we can. I just hate I am personally don't like it as much because I can't go frame by frame. But if there's a good reason for us to look at them, then again, I am happy to do it. I do it. Why did you pick these tournament matches?
It's just game 5 because I choked. I got reverse 3-0'd.
Do you feel that the opponent adjusted to you and it therefore like what? So what is it about choking? What caused you to choke here? Like, did the opponent figure you out? Did you start to like lose steam? Did you get in your own head? Like, what happened here?
Basically, I just don't get nervous in tournament, and I got nervous, and I wasn't ready to deal with it, and so I don't know. It's not like a good representation of my play, but I'm of the mindset that like your nervous play is probably like a conglomeration of a lot of your bad habits.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's only so many. So, have you ever heard of like the term fight or flight?
Sure.
Yeah. So with modern psychology, we've added fawn and freeze to that. So so like we do you know this stuff?
I do know this stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
shit. Okay. I can.
Stuff.
Nice. I can skip some of this shit. So I think that fawn doesn't really come up because it's more of like a sociological thing. Like it's more of like a socializing thing, behavior. But I do think it comes up in out-of-game habits, but like, again, those tend to be easy to spot. But I do think that freeze, fight, and flight are absolutely real in this game, and that they do, like, everyone is a combination of them. Like, everyone has a dominant one or, like, a combination of them. Because, like, there's only so many ways we react to stress. So let's take a look at this tournament set of yours, and let's see what we can find out about your habits and how you react to stress. Because I think that there is a lot of value in that.
Sweet. Yeah, that sounds great. I dropped an SLP of a rank match I played yesterday, just because I pretty much only want to watch game 5. Here's the timestamp. Because I think that I kind of crushed him the first 2 games, and then second game, he, it was last stock, and then, third game it was last stock, and then fourth game I killed myself like 5 times, which somehow, and then the last one was, it was what it was.
You know what? I think that this is exactly the set we should be, the game we should be watching. So let me just like slow this down so we can go through this and let's figure this out.
I'm Blue Fox.
Perfect. Do they have these like backwards? I feel like, okay. So are you him or no? This is you because you said you play box.
Yeah, I'm on the right.
Oh, you are on the... Okay, cool. Oh, so you're both on box then. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Gotcha. So this looks like so far so good. Like you're hitting good follow-ups. I find that up here really hard to hit at the top platform. Sometimes I just like taking the bear because it's easy, but...
Yeah, because sometimes you only get the first hit.
Yeah, it's just like also you've already done like 60 damage to him. You know what? Like I think that it's reasonable like at the top platform to like hit him here. Even if he slides off, he goes on the side platform, and like we can often, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
But like that's not gonna be what's caused. That's not gonna be what costs you. Ooh, that expression change. Talk to me about that. So what is going through your mind? So I feel like this is a make or break moment for people inside, like in the mind, in like the mental part of this game, because you're now 2-2 with him. You look locked in right now. Like, you look like you're bouncing back from whatever it was, but then once you get this kill after messing that up, there's kind of like an expression change. You see what I mean? So what is going through your head there?
I'm thinking, oh, I win.
Ooh.
Like, oh, I'm gonna win. Like, I'm feeling confident in this moment.
I can see the relief. I can see the relief kind of like hitting you.
I'm back in control, you know, because usually when I'm playing like a top 100 adjacent, like highly ranked player, which Stiv is.
Yeah, I know who Stiv is.
Right. I forgot. I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry.
No, why are you apologizing? Like, this is fine. Why don't I help you out here? I'm gonna ask you I got some questions for you. Are you really in control? You're at 73. You barely have you have like a quarter of a stock of a lead.
Yeah.
At most.
Oh yeah. So I guess usually I'll you know, lose the first stock and be like, wow, I have a mountain to climb here. But I don't know. I feel very comfortable with any sort of lead, I guess, and it makes me feel confident.
Yeah, but you know, you have this is a quarter of a stock. You're probably gonna die here. Like, if he up smashes you there, you'll probably explode. Like,
absolutely.
Like, because you know what? You look at what's going through your head now upon losing that stock.
I'm thinking, damn, I really wanted to hold on to that stock.
Do you know what I notice? What we're happening? Sorry, I was working with the Peach player, but what I notice, I'm gonna postulate something. We are setting ourselves up for some very high highs and lows by the way that we're thinking about this game. Because when we allow the relief to wash over us that we've manufactured by convincing ourselves that we are in control of this very volatile matchup, I might add. When we're up one stock, when we're up a quarter of a stock, really just 26 damage. That's all it takes to knock us over, to kill us. And that's two, a one opening from him, two at most. We then feel that sense of control slip away, right? Because that's the impression I'm seeing here, and that hurts. Because we're not going from if we're thinking about our mentality as existing in. If we're thinking of our mentality as existing on a continuum, right? It's kind of you got highs, you got lows. We're kind of bouncing all the way, if this is the middle point here, and this is the high, this is up here is high, up here, down here is low. We're kind of rather than staying in this kind of range, right? We're kind of by the way that we're thinking about the game, I'd argue kind of makes us do this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is definitely how I feel when I play.
Yeah, we're all over
I'm
the
either
place.
ultra confident, I'm the best player in the world, or I'm wow, I'm just throwing this set away.
And it's really hard to come back from down here, isn't it?
Yes.
I bet.
But I usually don't go down there is the thing.
So just
even when
avoiding the problem is a good. And how, Mr. I'm informed about psychology. How effective is avoiding the problem in general with these things?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
Yeah. In general, what is if you're well read on this, what does the literature say about how effective avoiding the problem is?
Bad.
Yeah, it kinda is, right?
I'm also not informed about psychology. I just know that was I just thought I gotta make that clear.
Okay, but you are right. Avoiding the problem is generally bad. Wouldn't it be nice if we had a better way of bouncing back from this, or preventing us, or keeping us more level? Imagine if instead of this being our line, that being our line, we could operate more like this.
Yeah, that looks better on paper. Yeah, absolutely.
What are you on paper? So what is that makes me think that is that just on paper because you aren't sure what it would feel like in practice, or is that
yes.
you're concerned? Okay, got it. So it's not a lack of confidence in it, it's just we're not sure how to get there.
Yes.
True. So I would say right now you look pretty locked in. It looks like you're doing a good job of recovering. What would you say so?
Yeah, I think I bounce back from the, damn, I lost that stock pretty fast, usually.
Okay. So, but there's a head shake there. Like, this to me is like, so where is the point where you, like, is there a point in this set, I'd say, like, talk me through, like, what's going on in your head as we're watching this. Like, let's do this in slow motion. And I want you to, like, just kind of tell me, like, where your emotional state is at. Like, what are your, like, from here. From, like, actually from the head shake.
Yeah. Where's the head shake happen?
It happens up here.
Is it coming up? Okay.
Yep, it happens right about now when you miss this follow-up.
And I get up attacked? Oh, yeah. I'm thinking, damn, and I do it again. I'm thinking the same thing both times. I'm thinking, my fingers aren't doing what my brain wants. And that's it. It's you know, a moment of frustration that I try to push away, I guess. And then that's me thinking, damn, that was a good mix-up.
I think there's more to it, because you're like, you look kind of deflated.
This is me trying to, like, this is me realizing that I'm like, shit, I'm actually nervous right now, and I need to, like, figure out a way in this set to stop being nervous as soon as possible. That's why I stopped there.
And how successful are we?
Honestly, like, I do get a little less nervous, but...
You're still nervous, though.
I'm still nervous, though, absolutely.
And you're like, right now you're probably like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, maybe. I think more so I'm thinking, like, less like, oh, thank God. I'm thinking, like, yeah, maybe I guess you're right.
No, like, what do you think is going through your head? Like, so you're, because the reason I say, oh, thank God, is because, like, you look more, like, locked in after he's SD'd there.
Yeah, I think I'm, like, I feel like I'm back in the lead. I feel like I'm in a position where I can start to, like, make progress towards winning the set.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tell that you're like, you really want this kill. You really want this kill, and you really want to, like, kind of... I get the feeling you're trying to, like, impose yourself on him in a way. Because, like...
Yeah, I think...
Because, like, there's just something about, like, the way that you did those conversions. Like, you could have just killed him with the up smash, but you went for the fair up smash. And then, like, you could have just refreshed the edge, but you went for, like, the shine stall. Like, there's something about it that, like, is kind of pushing you to, like... I feel like there's, like, an emotional component of these decisions.
Well, yeah, I can definitely see that. As far as, like, the fair goes and, like, the extra, like, bullshit, essentially, that I do, I do that against everyone. It's not, like, a, like, Game 5 thing. It's not, like, a...
Okay.
Like, I want to make a statement in this moment kind of thing. That's kind of just...
You just like to, you just like to stunt a little. Okay.
I love to swag out as much as I can, especially in tournament.
Okay, never mind. I retract my statement then, because that's good. That's useful for me to know. But, like, right now I can see, like, you're moving. You do not like what's happening.
No, I hate getting up smashed. It makes me angry.
Why?
Because I think it's lazy and good.
Why? If it's good, then why? Why is it lazy?
I don't know. Cause you just press. I don't know. You just press up on the C stick, and it's like, yep, there's my 20%, and it leads into itself. And I don't know. I just don't. I guess I just don't respect it, if that makes sense.
But, like,
I think it's
one of your most powerful moves. It's one of his most powerful moves.
You're right. It's just not optimal, I guess. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love to up smash, but that's pretty much what I'm thinking there, I guess. Oh.
Ooh.
Here, I don't want to up air because I think he's going to SDI.
So what if he does?
Then I'd get reversaled and die.
No, you don't. You're on the platform.
Like,
Like here. I'll tell you. So you grab him here. You just up air this way. Like, you up air, like, going straight up, but go this way. So if he smash DIs it behind you, you just up tilt. And if he smash DIs to the right, then he dies.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I guess I was in the mindset of like, he's gonna like SDI out and do like an instant bear, and then I'm gonna be off stage, and I'm like, oh, if I just back air, it's guaranteed, and then I trust my edge guarding skills.
True. Could you also you could also waveland on the platform.
True.
Yeah.
True.
And then you just up smash him wherever he goes, and he explodes.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, but that's not that. But being correct is very boring. So like that's not why I'm pointing it out. I'm just saying that like you've tunnel visioned here. I think.
Definitely.
Yeah, like we're not open to the other like ways that we have winning. To be fair, this like back air is not bad, but it is not the most powerful play that you have here. And yeah,
that was super desperate.
Mm-hmm. Like this is not bad play by any means, but yeah, like there were like ways of like making this trickier. The other thing I'd comment is I don't think he's really covering the edge here.
No, he's not, and that's what when I VOD reviewed this, I was like, I knew I didn't want to go to ledge because like everyone knows that box players like to go to ledge, and I get ledge covered all the time, but he wasn't covering it at all. I was just like,
in fact, he like locked himself out of being able to cover it.
Yes, he did, 100%.
Because he full hopped, right? Like you saw it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. 100%.
Yeah. Cause like, yeah, like that, and then like it's in that, yeah, there. Because he's made it like very difficult for himself to wave dash back and grab the edge by being in landing lag there.
Yeah.
And then he does it again, I think. Oh no, he doesn't. He walks forward. But even still, like this walk forward like makes it really hard for him because like if he wants to cover you going to the edge, he has to be closer to it because like you'll snap around here like at this distance. So he's like taken away his ability to cover this too. So I feel like, yeah, there's like little subtle things that we're not picking up on. And yeah, then we just, yeah, there's nothing, that's where it's lost at that point. So it is what it is.
Absolutely.
So honestly, it's not as bad as I thought when you told me that, like, when you originally described it. I think that my own expectations were like this was going to be something worse. But I do think that there is kind of the, I fear that my take in general when we feel like the set is won is we want to like be careful about running with that feeling. I think that it is like, what do you think would have happened? Like, what do you think about the like? Sorry, let me organize my brain for a second.
Okay.
If we approach this situation of taking the stock first, and we have that thought of, oh yeah, like I've already won, like I can do this, I'm in control. If we then like intercepted that thought perhaps with something along the lines of, okay, I feel good and confident again about how this set can go. But this is still Stiv. He is still a top like 100 player. Like by skill level, he's extremely good. There is still a lot of set to be played, but I am feeling good. How do you think that? Like, do you think that it would have hit as hard when he killed you on his rebuttal?
Like the bad feeling?
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Okay. So why is that?
Because I mean the chart that you drew, right? Like it's by going from a high to a low, the swing in emotion is greater, and it makes the low feel worse.
So we're kind of like cutting off like the high as it's like happening, sort of. We're not letting it build to that point where it's like where we're able, like we're not letting it build to the point where we're gonna start like having the need to shake our head and stuff. What decision, and what do you think, what decisions do you think, like, let's say we, like, maintain this, like, kind of, like, more level emotional state throughout, like, allowing us to, like, have our feelings, but also, like, you know, managing them more responsibly. What decisions do you think would be different in this set, if any?
I don't think it would even be, like, a difference in decision-making. I think it would just be, like, by not going by not feeling the low lows, I feel like I would probably be able to bounce back from missing inputs and realizing I made poor decisions, and instead of going like, ah, bro, I fucking suck, saying like, okay, you know, we go next decision, and by washing myself of that, maybe that would make me make better decisions and have better tech later on in the set.
Yeah, let me ask you something. What is he in this spot here? What do you think he's trying to do? Because you just hit him with an up air, so I want to ask you. I know that you go for the next up air, but what do you think he's trying to do right now?
Well, he was probably trying to tech, because he missed techs here, right? Would you mind going back?
Yeah, not at all. Like, this is like the hard part of like...
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
But yeah, like, we can get to that spot. So it happens up here. So like when you go up here, yeah. So you're gonna get comboed up here, to like the top platform, but then you're gonna like get out of there.
Yeah.
So you hit him with this up air. What I mean is, like, when he's in this knockdown, what do you think he's trying to do?
He was probably in the middle of inputting something else, or...
I mean once he's in the knockdown, because he's recognized that he's in the knockdown at this point.
Yeah. Not get hit more.
So what do you think what do you think he is trying to do? Do you think he's trying to, like, smash DI up? Do you think he's trying to slide off? Do you think he's trying... Like, where do you think he's trying... What do you think he's trying to do right now?
Oh, man. I mean, I know what he does, right? But,
what does he do?
You get up attacks.
Right, so that means that that just means that he's holding an attack input. But what do you think his direction... Like, what do you think he's anticipating that he's going to get hit by from you?
Probably another up air.
Okay. So how would you DI up air?
Off the platform.
Okay. So probably, like...
Left.
Probably to the left. Interesting. So what do you think would have happened if you jab reset him here?
I guess he's at 16. Probably would have worked. Either it works or he SDIs it.
But we have already established that he is not SDIing up, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, he's DIing for the up air.
That's just what I think he's going to do, right?
Yeah, I know, but then we can never truly know. Like, that's fine. But like, do you see why I'm asking this question? Or why? No. Actually, no. Let me ask you. Why do you think I'm asking this question?
Honestly, I have no idea.
So I'll spoil it for you. So he's at the percent where, like, this is a hard reset. So him being at 16 and getting jabbed here means that he is going to be forced to stand if we do get this reset successfully.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying that jab reset is the best play here. I think that if you execute your up air perfectly, it is better. But what I am saying is that, like, I think that there's to me, this option isn't even in, like, your repertoire. It's not even something you're even, like, considering, right?
Not in this situation, definitely not.
Why not? Because we know that slide off DI doesn't really defend against this effectively either. That's the other one that makes a lot of sense to me. Because, like, slide off DI, if we, like, exit full screen here and go to, like, INI data, like, he's getting hit around here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's slide off DI? Trajectory DI it would be, like, here, and it would also be ASDI down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he basically doesn't move from this.
Right.
So my point, now granted he should be off the platform slightly, because he is slightly airborne, but my point in here is, there's with one of the most standard DI inputs that we could expect from a Fox player here, he stays on the platform and we get a free whatever the hell we want. And it's also very, very, like, execution proof. Do you see what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so, like, why is, like, what are some advantages to, like, taking an up tilt? Like, it's some advantage, well, I spoiled it, but what are some advantages to taking a reset here? If we know that he's holding, like, I spoiled it, so I'll just tell you, but, like, one thing that I'd consider is we can up tilt him to keep him on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, if we hit him with turnaround up tilt, we bring him this way, but if he's holding this way to leave the platform, like, we get such a clean punish.
Yeah.
So, like...
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? So, like, my question here is, why do you go for the up air? Like, is up air... I know that... I have a feeling I know the answer, but why do you go for the up air here?
I go for the up air there because that's what I always do in those situations.
And why do you always do that?
Because I've had success with it.
Okay, I was gonna say because it's the most powerful option in a vacuum. Like assuming perfect defense, right?
Yeah.
Assuming we like hit everything, I'd say it is probably the most powerful option in a vacuum, or at least the most consistent option. Because like up air 2, if we like give it here, like it gives us this trajectory, it gives us something like this, and this is all phenomenal, of course.
Right. Yeah, I mean to just be completely honest, it's not. I don't choose up air there because I think it's optimal or the best like option in a vacuum. I pick up air there because I think it will lead into a big cool combo.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's what like. It's just pretty much the option that I always pick in those situations where I do that shield drop shark.
Okay.
And then they never expect it, and so they'll always miss tech, and then I up air the miss tech.
Right. But if we know that we're going to miss tech, then I'd argue that, like, playing off the expectations they have on the next hit, because this up air is, like, kind of awkward to work with, I'd argue, when they, like, coming off the platform. Do you see what I mean? Whereas if we get, like, up tilt, because of how it's slanted towards Fox, like, we get, like, a really clean pop-up that just kind of keeps them on the platform, and that's I think part of like why I think that's like even if they like OMS attack it or something, because they can with this percent with ASD down, like there's a lot of value here to just I think there's a lot of value here with how like we can keep people isolated to the platform. Yeah, and it expands our repertoire. The impression I'm getting is like we almost need to get you just like trying more options. Like, if this is all what you always do, I'm almost wondering if, like, the real solution here is, like, the best thing to do is just try different stuff. What are your thoughts on that?
I think, like, as far as punish goes, I do like to try new things, but I don't think that the new things that I'm trying are for the purpose of, like, better punish, or like it's not for like the purpose of like, oh, I'm choosing this option because I think it'll be better. I think I'm choosing this option because I think I want to be sicker, I guess.
Okay. Why do those have to be competing goals though?
They don't.
Yeah. Like when I'm wondering, like to me, I'm almost like, so what, like, I know that you said that you want to develop like better frameworks for understanding the game, and like we can do that. But I guess like I'm trying to think of how I want to word this. So, what is the part of the game that is most fun to you? Oh, while you're thinking about this, I will load this match. You can see you have the stream open, right?
Probably yeah. Okay. Probably movement. I like moving. I like moving fast. I like moving like punishing hard. I like doing cool stuff.
Okay. I guess. And what makes a play cool to you? Is it like the technical barrier? Is it like how the movement like leads into it? Is it the fluidity? Like what makes something cool?
I guess something is cool to me if it uses options that are not typically seen.
Okay. So
like doing.
So I would say, like, on that top platform example, would you say that, like, jab resetting him and then up-tilting him to keep him on the platform, would that be something that you consider cool?
Yes.
Okay.
But that just was not even in my brain whatsoever.
That's okay. Like, I'm not... I want to be clear. I am at no point blaming you for not knowing something. I see. I'm asking you about these options to gauge what you know and to gauge how you think. That is the only purpose of what I'm doing it. At no point am I ever doing... Like... We're all coming to this game, like these lessons from different places, and there's nothing wrong with that. 100%. So I want that, like, I want you to understand that. Like, I've one of my resolutions this year is that when you're in this session with me, we are going to be nice to ourselves. So I need that energy.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I can match that.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. So with that in mind, you said that you usually do the up air because it's the first thing that comes to mind. It's what you always do.
Yes.
And I'm saying that makes a lot of sense because it is the most powerful option in a vacuum. So when I guess what I'm really asking you here is, do you think there's an like a knowledge gap for like how we prey off the opponent's behavior and their expectations that we might want to lean into? Because to me, the up air is a good option because it works on everything. But what I'm saying here is like that jab reset up tilt keeps them, like, it punishes them for defending against the up air.
Yeah.
Right? Because the defense against the up air would be to DI off the platform. Like, try to, like, slide off DI off the platform as best you can, which means that they are not smash DIing up for the up air. I mean, sorry, for the jab reset, which means that we have counterplay, which means that we have the opportunity to isolate them to the platform and keep them up there with us in a much more controlled position than letting them go off the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? So that's where I'm coming from at this, and I think that's like a framework or like way of looking at the game that I think that there could be some potential in exploring, because I feel like this also kind of like connects with that like up throw where you were like, oh, I do the back air here because this is like the most consistent option. But I'm saying there's ways that we can plan around the back air, like plan around like the fact that he probably thinks we are going to back air, because he was like, let's be real here, he was just full on survival DIing.
Yes.
If we take the up air there, we probably win the game. So like, is there like this was where I'm kind of going with it. Like, your basics are so strong that like, is it possible that we can leverage that to take greedier plays that give you more bang for your buck?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are your
definitely... I mean, that makes sense.
This part of it doesn't vibe though, does it?
I just don't know where I'd start. Like, I don't know what options I'd change. I don't know, like...
Okay. That's okay.
I don't, like, in when I'm playing Stiv in that moment, I'm not thinking, like, oh, he thinks I'm going to do this, so I'm going to do this. I'm thinking, like, go, 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 essentially.
Yeah.
Like, there's no thought in my brain about, like, what does he think that I'm going to do?
That's okay. This is a new skill, so this will take some learning, and that's fine. But this is something that you think that you could vibe with. Yes?
Yes. Totally.
Phenomenal. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this game with this Falco and see if we can spot some moments. So, here's what I'm going to challenge you to do. When you're when you hit your openings on him, tell me what you think that he's playing around. Like, when you're doing a combo on him, tell me what you think that he's like what he's like worried about. Okay. Yeah.
Like when I get an opening?
Yeah, when you get an opening. Like when you get a combo on him, like a combo started, I want you to tell me, like, you know, what goes into like why did you take the extension that you took, and what do you think he's worried about? Okay. Yeah. This Falco is obviously quite good. Like, I don't know who they are, but like they clearly know their stuff. So I don't think that we can say, oh, they don't know anything. So yeah, like,
this is Logos. We played quite a few games.
Oh, that makes sense. The tag also makes sense. Okay. So like, let's see here. So after this double up here, what do you think he's trying to do on the platform here?
I think that he's probably going to try to... I think he probably meant to... Okay, we gotta go back.
Yeah, so like you get here. So you get this up air. So what is the plan after this? You get this up air, and then you get another up air. So my question here is, how do you think he is DIing? Like, why do you think he's DIing to where he's DIing, and what could we do, like...
So, as this up air hits, I have no idea where he's going to go. I'm not even thinking about where he's going to DI. I'm full reaction.
Okay. Makes sense.
And then that up air hits like that, and I see the mistech, and I'm like, ah! This was a missed input, but here I'm like, ah, mistech, jump up air.
Jump up
is
air.
what I meant to do, for sure.
Gotcha. So this is supposed to be a full hop up air. And where do you think he DIs if he gets hit by this full hop up air?
If he... I mean, I'm hoping he DIs left, but he's probably going to DI right.
Why do you want him to DI left?
So I can hit him more.
If he DIs to the right, don't you get a shine? Because he goes over here somewhere, and then you just full hop and like, don't you just jump off and shine him?
Yeah. Yeah, at this percent, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Because I feel like that's such a good gimp, and like we want to gimp Falco.
Yeah, I'm pretty weak in the shine spike sector, if I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
So I usually try not to do it. Not try not to do it. I shine spike plenty. You know, I play Fox obviously, but like.
This doesn't like register as like okay, but what you're saying here is like what the important part here is when he goes over here. This doesn't register to you as like an opportunity to just like shine him and take an early kill potentially, because like you'd shine him, you'd double jump back to the stage, he recovers from over here, and like you're like such a really like he can double jump still, but he has like this is like a pretty powerful edge guard position.
Yes.
But this doesn't register to you as a strong play because you're like, I'm not super good. Like, yeah, this is not an area of the game that you feel as confident in as, say, like just having him go over here and you doing like 100 damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So edge guard.
I'm scared of side B. I'm scared of double jump down air. I'm scared. I just think that for me in this moment, like, oh, it's more consistent if he DIs left. If I hit this up air, I get another up air, platform tech chase. I can just take him to the cleaners.
Okay, so you're gonna help me out with this, because
I
am not as good with Fox as you are. You can still see my screen, right?
I can, yes.
Perfect. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna direct me.
Okay.
So we're gonna have Fox go. We're gonna have Falco be over here. I will not have staling, so for realism, we'll put him to 22. And then, oh wait, no. He was at 30, yeah, 33. So like, we're gonna pretend we hit that up here, and we're gonna control his mind and make him DI off stage.
Yep.
So like, you're saying, let's have him survival DI the shine. What's shine's trajectory? It's like, we'll just have him do standard up in him. So you're saying that, like, what do you do after this? What should I do after this if I want him to die?
Take the shine and then turn around and then jump and then fall the ledge. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Let's like find out if we have more hits done to work with too. Like, let's see like where he actually comes out of this. Cause like I think that we have like more time than we think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's like probably pretty easy.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
So, like, what does he do about this?
Well, nothing. He's in hit stun until after the shine. So, like, jump side B, I guess.
But we can cover that from the spot we're taking, right? Because, like, we're going here. Like, if he jumps side B...
I don't know how, because, like, if the shine hits, right, and then I do that jump to ledge, because I have to get out of shine, I don't want to just fall, right? But if he does instant jump side B, he goes stage, and then I'm on ledge.
Yeah, so we just like then fall on him with up air and then just keep going?
Yeah, ideally. I guess I've just had it not work out for me enough times where like they go too far onto the stage, or like I get the ledge too late, or...
Okay. So, you know what? This is good. Let's like... So let's save these positions and So let's do this. So like we'll have him do this and then we'll have him play back. And then we'll have him do that. Cool. And then we'll just keep going. And then yeah, so then... Yeah, so he does this, we do this. So, like, you don't think that we can just, like, combo, like, cover this side B? Like, from the ledge, like, with where he recovers out of this, you don't think that we can cover that?
It's not that I don't think that it's coverable. I think that I've died to it too many times that, like, I want to take, like, a...
Okay. So, like, what's the concern here, I guess? Because, like, so you've been died to this a lot of times. Like, how does that usually happen?
I get hit by the side B before I hit ledge.
Okay.
And then I have to do a meteor cancel, and he's in an edge guard position.
That's when he comes out of, like, so he comes out of stun on the frame he shines here. So, if he instant jump side Bs, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, my point here is that, like, we can grab the edge, like, before, like, almost before he comes out of stun.
Yeah, Shine does have a lot of hit stun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck, we can probably even do stuff like, okay, never mind. I was like, maybe back air? But, like...
Right. Or, double jump Shine there, and Shine would send him further. But I guess that's,
Oh, like the Zuppy Shine? Or whatever.
Yeah, or even just single, yeah, just like that, and then just like side B to ledge, or something like that, I guess.
I think that it's better to like double jump to save our double jump, but yeah, like we probably could like just do something like that. So like I think that this is an important area of the character that like I feel like the problem I have, or like the concern I have rather, with like, cause like let's say he does do like he does DI like this way and just gives us the combo that we're like asking for. To me, this is so much harder to work with. To like get an actual kill. Do you see what I mean? Like
yeah.
Because I know I'm not doing them as well as you, but like at the same time, like we have to grind so much more damage. Whereas like here we can just hit him off. Like if he goes to the right, we can just hit him off.
Yeah. It's definitely tougher. In this situation, I'm definitely not thinking like, how can I close this stock out? How do I win? I'm thinking like, I wanna make him feel bad, I guess.
Why? Do you not like this guy? It's okay if you don't. I've not liked players.
I don't like this guy. To be completely honest, he's got me blocked on Twitter. Blah blah blah.
So what is it about him that like gets under your skin?
I pretty much have disdain for a lot of people in the community, I guess, because I get called carried a lot.
That's unfortunate. Why do they say that?
Probably because I'm on box and I play Fox. And I'm someone who likes to practice a lot, and so I know I'm really fast, like compared to other box players.
You look very like the things that you're good at, you look very polished on.
Yeah, and I pride myself on that. You know, I practice a lot, right? Like I have like, you know, I switched to box like 6 years ago now, and I've probably got like 2,000 hours of solo practice, like at least, and when that gets discredited, it makes me want to play like I want to make them feel bad.
I had a lot of things to prove. I empathize with you. I had a lot of things I wanted to prove to people when I got good. It was a different era, but like I also was a player who really liked to practice, and I played Sheik. So, you know, she was kind of considered lame. People like, again, we didn't have Uncle Punch, so like I had to like tape down controllers in doing like buffer spot dodge and stuff in order to like practice RTCs. Like I'd have to control both of them while that's going on, just to figure out what the timing was and to like understand what the hit window was. And like then I'd do it to like, you know, Ryan Ford or Rain-X or Wayne-X or whoever, and people would be like, "Oh my god, you're so lame." And it's like, dude, do you know how much time, effort, and energy this took? Like, but they don't really see that. Ironically, like, and it sucks. Ironically, though, the thing that helped most was understanding that I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it because I want to do it. And
what you were just talking about?
Yeah, like I'm learning the game with the precision and deadliness that I want because I want it. Not because, and like if they don't like it, if they don't appreciate it or respect it, that's their fucking problem. Because it's not going to stop me from doing the things that I want to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So, it sucks when our community doesn't appreciate us, and it took a long time before people started liking a lame ass Sheik player. But I would say that like, don't let the haters dictate your match decisions. They're already doing enough by trying to just kill us in the match. We don't need to give them like more influence over us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's easier said than done though. Is that part of why you reacted so like strongly to him when you were fighting him? At some of those like critical moments.
Stiv or Logos?
Versus Stiv.
No, I'm fine with it.
Stiv. So Stiv is cool. Makes sense.
I don't mind Stiv at all.
But Logos kind of gets under it. Like, okay.
Yeah, I wanna be Logos, but I don't want to just win, because then he'll just be like, "Wow, that was fucking lame." I want him to fucking,
Who cares?
Recognize something. I guess. But
I know.
Who cares is right.
Like, but the thing is, we don't control that.
Yeah.
Like, we don't control that. We will never control that. So, like,
Yeah.
I think that, like, if we're gonna, like, continue to work together, I need to, I know that it's hard, but I kind of think that, like, this is the type of block that's, like, this is a type of block that I can't really, like, solve for you. It's not, or, like, that I'm not really equipped to be able to solve with you, because this ultimately comes down to a decision. And I'm happy to talk you through the decision, but, like, the big thing here is we have to have, like, we kind of have to be a little selfish in certain ways when it comes to, like, our improvement process, because what we do as players, like, how we like, the decisions we make, it can't be for people we don't control. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with wanting to stunt on him here and there. Like, that's all well and good. But, like, if the only reason that we're making a decision is because we want to, like, make this guy feel bad, like, we don't even know if that's, like, or, like, this guy to acknowledge us, like, we don't even know if he's going to do that, even if we do the play successfully. The only thing that we can really know is, like, what the play did. Like,
yeah, there's a high likelihood that I swag out here if he DIs left, and then he just turns around and says the exact same thing that he would have if I Shine Spiked him.
Exactly.
Which is like, wow, what a fucking lame-o, or whatever, you know?
Yeah, like, well, yeah, like, on it, like, I remember there was a Marth player who hated me. He hated, because we started playing around the same time, and I wanted this guy to acknowledge me more than anything, because he was a friend. We started playing together because he was a friend, and sure. He didn't like that I was getting better than him so quickly. He didn't like that I was, like, a top 10 player. He didn't like any of this. And I remember I beat him once without using Sheik's down throw, dash attack, or forward tilt. And I thought, finally, he will acknowledge that, like, I am actually just stronger than him. And all he said was, man, this matchup is, like, actually 9-1. Like, yeah. There's no possible way for Marth to win, because you can, like, get rid of your best moves, and I still can't do it. And I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, yeah. I'm done. I can't, like, enough.
Yeah. I totally get what you're saying, and I also get what you mean when you're saying, like, I can't, like, walk you through this portion, because it's very much so a self-journey. Just to be clear, I have no expectation of you being able to, like, dissect my emotions about how I feel about other people, because, like...
Yeah.
That's definitely on me. More so, I just needed, like, someone to tell me that. Someone to tell me... I don't know. I've had lessons with other people, and they just haven't really vibed with me. You know what I mean?
Are we vibing?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, like, it's good on my end, but, like, it has to work for you, too.
I guess, I'm coming to this lesson with a mindset of, like, I will continue to improve, like, regardless, right? But I can improve a lot faster if I have someone just, like, not even Fox specifically, but, like, when you're talking about, like, jab reset up tilt here on the platform instead of doing gap air, like, stuff like that. Like, I feel like I just need to be, like, told what to do. Or I guess, maybe that's not the right way to put it.
So when you say you need to be told what to do, what do you mean by that?
I feel like I've been playing the game for so long that I've really locked myself into a flowchart of decision making that I am having a really tough time getting out of. and it would take a really long time for me to do that by myself.
Okay. Let's look at this spot then.
Okay.
This is a very fundamental position. Like, after this forward throw, you've covered Falco's immediate thing. Like, this would also come up versus Fox or Marth or any character who kind of hovers in this spot. So what is the most powerful thing you can do here?
Take ledge.
Okay. So, one thing I'd ask you is there a way that we can, like, why don't you take the edge immediately? What's... Because you forward throw, and then you, like, do something.
Yeah, here I try to cover, I try to react to instant side B above the ledge. And then I come down.
Yeah. So you fall from this position, right?
Yes.
And then you fall to the stage. But you've already confirmed, like, you've already confirmed at this point that he's not side Bing, right?
Correct.
So why not fall to the ledge? I'm not asking this to make you feel stupid. I'm asking, like, doesn't that make sense?
Oh, don't worry. I don't. You're not making me feel stupid at all. That would just be better.
Yeah. So why is it better?
Because you get there faster than landing and wave dashing to the ledge.
Yeah, and then you don't have to, like, the awkwardness of playing this front, like, this position. So all we're doing is we're just taking the good play that you already did, and we're just enhancing it a little.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so let's talk about how we produce that play. So what happened here? Like, how did we get? Because, like, this is what we did. We're gonna work backwards here. So we're gonna say that, like, we fall to stage. We're like, don't worry about this being here. Like, fall to stage. Like, we're gonna change this. Like, we're gonna change that step. But, like, we also, like, what did Falco do? Falco at B's. How did we get into this position though?
Because I'm trying to cover early side B.
Right. So what move did we do?
I didn't do any move.
No. How did we... I mean that quite literally. What action did we do?
Oh, I full hopped.
Yeah, there we go. So Fox full hop. So, like, Fox full hops. And what did he full hop after? So how did Falco get off stage?
Forward throw.
Yeah. So Fox F throw. So why do you think we're mapping it out this way?
I don't know.
Guess.
Because if I have a desired result, I should think about, like, the win condition that it would take, like the condition that I would have to put myself in to achieve that result, and then what we're working backwards to, like, I guess map out the decision making a little bit better. Like, if we have a desired location to be, it's a good place to start from when we're creating a game plan.
Well, so we know that, like, you're saying that you have you have created this, like, flow chart for yourself, right? So presumably, like, you have certain steps in that flow chart that lead you to that full hop till that lands you back on stage, right? So it's not just a matter of we're changing the fall to stage. We're also, like, this is being inserted into, like, a larger process. Because it's like, this is really the GIMP Falco off forward throw process, right? So, like, it really starts here. With us doing the forward throw, we then shield turn, we then full hop, we then full hop to cover illusion. Falco double jumps away and up B's, and then we fall to the stage. What we're really doing is we're taking this process and we're changing the last step of it. But this means that we now understand the context in which this change occurs in. So it's much easier to spot it in matches. Do you see what I mean?
Sure.
So what does that mean? Like, you don't just say sure. Don't just tell me yes because, like, it's...
what do you mean? What do you mean? What does that mean? Like, so, it means that my decision will be different, and that like.
Right, but why? But what is? But I could have just skipped all that and just told you, oh yeah, fall to the ledge after you forward throw, like, fall to the ledge here. But why? But why do you? But I have a feeling that this is easier to follow. Why do you think I have confidence in that?
1 sec.
Yeah. Why do you think writing the steps out matters? instead of just saying, like, fall to ledge here?
Because...
Do you drive?
What's that?
Do you drive?
I do drive.
Okay, so have you ever been told to, like... So, have you ever driven somewhere and then somebody tells you, oh, turn right here? And you have no idea, like, why they said to, like, turn right here. Maybe you know they're right, but, like, they tell you just turn right here, and because the store or whatever is on, like, is there. And have you ever had that experience, but you missed the turn?
Yes.
Okay. Conversely, what do you think would have happened if instead of telling you turn right here, they said, okay, so we're gonna be like, you're gonna like, as you're leaving your, like, my place, you're gonna make a left here, then you're gonna go on the highway, like, you're gonna exit onto the highway, go like 3 stops, then you're gonna come off the highway, then you're going to, like, make a right, then you're gonna turn left at the lights, and then you're gonna turn one more right onto the side street, and the store will be there. Which set of directions is easier to follow?
The one where you already know what's gonna happen before you do it.
Right. That's what we're doing here. Because we've identified that Fox forward throws. We do the shield turn, we full hop, covering the illusions. We see that Falco double jumps away and up Bs, thus indicating that he is not illusioning. That is what cues us to fall to the ledge.
Yeah.
Does that make more sense?
That does make more sense.
Yeah.
I think it kind of falls into, like, this thing that I talk, because I, like, coach lower level players, like bronze, silver, gold level players, and, like,
I love working with those, but keep going.
I really struggle, or I don't struggle, I really make an effort to not just say, like, do this option, it's better, no, excuse me, let me rephrase that. I make an effort to not say, like, don't do this option. I try to say, like, because it's really hard to, like, stop doing something if you don't have something to replace it with.
Yes.
So it's like, oh, fall to the stage was bad there. It's like, okay, well, I know that because I didn't kill him, right? But I guess having the map out instead of just having one of the decision-making process, like, be changed is, like, a more clear way of looking at, like, why we changed the last decision.
Yeah, and here's another thing to, like, point out here. So in our process, in our, like, diagram, in our tree, or, like, in our directions, we'll call them directions. In our directions, we identify that Falco double jumps away and up Bs here because that's what he does. But what if he had come up with a down air here? We wouldn't fall to the ledge here. We would probably fall to the stage, but we would back air. Because that would make sense there.
Yes.
But, like, it's because of these middle directions. Like, these are really the things, like, these are really the things that tell us that we fall to the ledge. Because it's in response to him doing this. It's not that the illusion it's not that he didn't illusion, it's that he didn't illusion and he didn't jump forward. Which means that this is open.
True.
I feel like that was a brain blast or something. Like, something just clicked. If I'm wrong, you can tell me.
No, I'm...
What? Did I say something wrong?
No, you didn't say anything wrong. I'm trying to wrap my head around the mapping process, and, like, I guess I'm just confused, to be blatantly honest.
So, talk to me. What has you confused? I don't mind if we go 3 minutes over. It's all good. But talk to me. What if this has you confused? Like, what doesn't click?
It's clicking. I understand why that reacting to what he does off stage and having a roadmap for what decisions that I make correlate directly with what the Falco does in this situation, right?
Yes. Because this is an edge guard. This is a very controlled position.
Yes.
But there's something about this that doesn't really jive. That's the impression I'm getting.
I guess I'm just worried about, like, I don't even think this is what I should be doing here. I don't even think I should have done that full hop. Like,
why not?
I just feel like there's a better thing to do. Like, if I'm just gonna forward throw him and you're just gonna uppy, I should just shine him.
I mean, but then we don't. If we do that, though, we can't cover the illusions.
Yeah. I guess I just don't understand the flow chart that I should be taking. Like, is this even what I'm supposed to do? Like, when I get a forward throw off stage against a Falco like this, I'm kind of just, like, taking a stab at what I think I took a stab here, reading side B, and he didn't do it. And then I was like, I guess I don't get the edge guard now.
Right. So isn't it cool that you still can?
Yes, definitely.
So what is the problem here?
I don't think there's a problem.
Because, like, if he illusions here, he dies because he just fast fall back air and he explodes. So that seems good. And then what's like, I don't see a better way for us to cover illusion here. Do you?
No.
So then what we're doing is we're allowing ourselves to cover the illusion, which seems quite good. And then we're giving ourselves a backup plan that's also very good against this. Because this is the only thing he can really do that keeps him alive. What is wrong?
But is this what I should be doing, like, every time?
I don't know. How would I know that? Like, new recoveries are invented literally every day. There's so many positions in this game. How on earth would I know that? What's more important is that we have a method of covering. Like, I would think that the more important thing here is, like, does this play normally work against some recovery options?
Yeah.
And so now we are allowing it to work versus even more recovery options.
Yeah.
So I don't see a problem.
The problem is fading. I guess it was more so a problem of, like, the verbiage and the reverse mapping that was kind of tripping me up about, like what did we accomplish by going from the end to the beginning? You know what I mean?
We covered more options, and we get to kill him here next time.
Well, no, I mean like why did we start from, like, do you have the thingy open still?
Yeah.
Why did we start from fall to stage?
We didn't start from... Well, that's because it's the play we're changing. Based on this.
Okay. I think I'm getting a little too caught up on verbiage.
Okay.
I do think that falling to ledge here is fucking sick.
Okay, there we go.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I definitely... Yeah, no, I mean... Yeah, I guess.
No, say it. Speak.
I'm getting flustered. KK. I'm trying.
No, it's okay. There's no wrong answers here.
No, I mean, that's what I'm gonna do from now on.
Yeah. So I think that, like, for next time, assuming there is a next, assuming you're interested in next time, I think we can do definitely. I think that this sort of dissecting is, I think, good for you, because I think that you have a lot, like, you clearly have very, very polished ways, like, from an execution standpoint, very polished setups that I think that with a little bit of tweaking could be made to be a lot more powerful, and more and developed in ways that are more flexible to what your opponents are doing about them. And I think that would that's I think an area of improvement that makes a lot of sense. And I think it's a good vehicle for us to also explore more of those things, like that jab reset on the turn up tilt on the top platform, and how we can play off our opponent's expectations and cover more options. Do you see what I mean? Like, we're just I
do.
Yeah, so I think that all of that is a very good direction that we can take going forward. In the meantime, I'm gonna stop streaming and cut the recording. But yeah, overall, do you have any just between you and I,